of the theocracy, I'm not using the guitar, so it's just you and me.
Okay.
I did find the fifth verse, so it's going to come before they teach us women's lot is love, honor, and obey. We're on Jehovah's road now, we'll move fast as we can. It's ungodly for women to vote, that's only for a man. So, yeah, so just remember it's 5 verses.
And you can point to me for a solo, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe after 3.
Or whatever, yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Thank you for coming. We're going to get started here with our program in about 5 minutes. I do see that there are a few chairs. Maybe you can't see if you're sitting or standing there in the back, but you could fill in here, around there. And then also, too, I just wanted to say that there are champagne mimosas there, if anyone would want one. And then, two, after the show, Krisin will be selling some of her CDs over in the table there, so make sure not to miss that.
Still have a CD player?
If you still have a CD player. But thank you for being here, and again, we'll get started in about 5 minutes. Thanks. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. My name is Sadie Pattinson, and I am the Event and Outreach Manager here at the Freedom from Religion Foundation. Today we are here to celebrate the upcoming Winter Solstice, the only seasonal celebration where the earth does all the work and we just get to sit here and enjoy it. The Winter Solstice is the longest night of the year, serving as a quiet reassurance that from here on out, the light will return. Slowly at first, but with perseverance, it will prevail. This is much like our foundation's work. Much of what we do happens in long stretches where progress can feel slow, where reason and secular values may not prevail every day. But like the solstice, change does not happen all at once. It happens because we stay true to our values, we keep showing up, and we trust that our persistence matters. Today is about celebrating this persistence. We're here to enjoy the warmth of our community, good company, and the knowledge that soon the days will get brighter. Yet in this cold void, a spark is found beneath the frozen, silent ground. For in this hour, the earth must turn and make our hidden embers burn. The bad is only the darkness's shape, a brief but necessary cold escape, one that makes us crave the sun's return and reminds us together we can all grow and learn. We have a wonderful program in store for you this afternoon with a reading from FFRF co-president Annie Laurie Gaylor, as well as a musical performance by co-president Dan Barker, as well as our special guest here, Krisin Lems. Thank you all for being here to celebrate the return of the light here with us. And again, happy Winter Solstice.
Thank you, Sadie. Hey, and someone, can you get me one of those non-tracks, please? One of the staff. They're on the table over there. Welcome. Yes. So, well, somehow that disappeared because I read from it. So, welcome again to FFRF's 2025 Winter Solstice Bash. And we're also streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, just like the Oscars next year, before a live audience of our local members here from the Freedom from Religion Foundation in Freethought Hall, Madison, Wisconsin. Excuse my panting, we were bringing up extra chairs. So we really want to thank those of you who came in the rain, which isn't very festive, and we've had so much snow and ice, and today just got the rain. So Sadie Pattinson, our events coordinator, managed the many details of this party along with supporting staff, mainly our administrative team, plus professional bartender Roger DeLeyden. He does bartend on the side. PJ Slinger, our editor, Cheryl Lindmeyer, and thanks in advance for any staff who pitch in to clean up. Chris Line, who is our very talented photographer and an attorney, is taking photos even though he just broke his foot. So thank you, Chris. Our multimedia director, Bruce Johnson, just built by hand this brand new stage. And he oversaw all the special decorations, working with Mallory and Aaron Johnson, as well as the wonderful crew from Audio for the Arts. And now it's my custom at this event, when so many read from the book of Matthew, to read from the book of Anne. Brief remarks about the real reason for the season, coined by Annie Laurie Gaylor, FFRF's principal founder. And this can be found in our little non-tract, which says Heathen's Greetings, the real reason for the season. It's very short. Away with the manger, in with the solstice. For a fact, the Christians stole Christmas. We don't mind sharing the season with them, but we don't like their pretense that it is the birthday of Jesus. It is the birthday of the unconquered Son. Dies invicti natalis solis. Christmas is a relic of sun worship. For all the major festivals, there were corresponding pagan festivals tied to natural events. We've been celebrating the winter solstice for millennia in the Northern Hemisphere before Christians crashed the party. For our ancestors have greeted this seasonal event with festivals of light, gift exchanges, and seasonal gatherings. The winter solstice is the reason for the season, occurring this year on December 21st, heralding the symbolic rebirth of the sun, the lengthening of days, and the natural new year. We non-believers are quite willing to celebrate the fun parts of anybody's holiday. We just want to be spared the smolts, the superstition, and the state church entanglements. The customs of this year endure because they are pleasant. It's fun to hear from distant family and friends, to gather, to feast, to sing. Gifts, as freethinker Robert Ingersoll once remarked, are evidences of friendship, of remembrance, of love. The evergreens displayed now, as in centuries past, flourish when all else seems dead and are symbols, as is the returning sun, of enduring life. In celebrating the winter solstice, we celebrate reality. And if you've been at the Capitol this December, I hope you've seen the 2 displays that FFRF puts up every year, including our Bill of Rights nativity, showing the founders and the Statue of Liberty gazing adoringly at the Bill of Rights in a manger, because December 15th marks the anniversary of the adoption of the Bill of Rights in 1791, and the Bill of Rights are something that belong in a state capital. This display is in several state capitals, including New Hampshire, California, and Washington State, and in other so-called public forums in December in governmental parks and buildings. Also at the Capitol is a traditional sign composed by Anne, and I think it's the 30th year, that says, "At this season of the winter solstice may reason prevail. There are no gods, no devils, no angels, no hell. There is only our natural world. Religion is but myth and superstition that hardens hearts and enslaves minds." So every December at FFRF, we get media inquiries asking, what do atheists or non-believers do at Christmas? And every year we get accused of being a Grinch or declaring a war on Christmas when we protest state church entanglements. And of course, we always like to say there's no war on Christmas, but we do like to lob a few soft snowballs at it. To debunk myths about freethinkers and better answer these questions, we sent a short survey last week to our nearly 42,000 members. Did some of you take it? We sent it by email. Almost 1,600 people responded to these questions about what they, as a non-believer, do, if anything, at Christmas. And we're going to release the formal results online next week, but this is a preview, no surprises. 52% say they generally look forward to and enjoy the customs of the season. 19% say, bah, humbug. They actively dislike the hype and the pressure. Members are equally divided on whether they hate or love the ubiquitous Christmas music playing everywhere. Almost 2/3 say they take advantage of the opportunity to relax and spend time with friends and family. And nearly 3/4 agree with Robert Ingersoll that they can enjoy all the fun parts of anybody's holiday. So those who celebrate the season, 60% celebrate a secular Christmas, and they do not call it winter solstice. But 17% explicitly do call it the winter solstice. And that's what we'll be doing today, just a few days shy of the actual solstice this year on Sunday, December 21st. So we do, as Sadie said, treasure this opportunity to gather together with friends, coworkers, and other freethinkers at a time when freedom from religion as a principle has never been under greater assault. So to celebrate with us, we have brought someone here. But first, I do want to make 2 introductions. I know it's a dark room. Is Senator Kelda Roys of Wisconsin here? Wisconsin State Senator Kelda Roys. And we have another public official here who happens to be a staff member, our newest legislative staff member of the Freedom from Religion Foundation, Oklahoma State Representative Mickey Dollins. So Dan is going to open the concert, and he needs no introduction. But let me tell you a little bit about Krisin Lems, who will be joining him as our featured performer. This is Krisin's second appearance at a solstice event, but it's been a while. Krisin Lems is a Chicago-based topical folk singer and songwriter who, as a young woman, formed her own independent label called Carol's Daughter Productions. She launched a women's musical festival, and she began performing across the country, and she was featured at all the national pro-ERA, abortion rights, environmental rallies. She's released many albums and performed at events with the likes of Jacques Cousteau, Maya Angelou, Pete Seeger, Holly Near, Melvina Reynolds, among others. Krisin's a longtime friend of ours, and she's the person who introduced Dan and me to the 16th century, I think it is, or 15th century free thought anthem, Die Gedanken sind frei, My Thoughts Are Free. If you come to our conventions, Dan has opened every convention since 1987, since Krisin introduced us to the song, with this anthem. And I think they'll be performing it tonight, or this afternoon. Seems like night. And she's introduced us to some other contemporary free thought songs, and some of them were recorded by Krisin and Dan on our first CD back in 1987. And so they are kind of long lost, and they're going to recreate a few of those songs today. But first, Dan Barker.
The music that I played for the prelude was all written by non-believers. The Gershwin brothers, George and Ira Gershwin. Jerome Kern was a non-believer, very happy humanist. Cole Porter had to come out of two closets. He was an outspoken, happy atheist and a very happy, very open gay person. And a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of Christians sing these songs not realizing they were not written by anybody inspired by the Holy Ghost, but just inspired by life. And as you heard, Annie Laurie read what Ann Gaylor said, the Christians stole Christmas. And Christianity and other religions have a long tradition of stealing from secular music. For example, What Child Is This? Was an old secular song. So there's more than one person can play that game. O shining star of solstice time, your radiant hours are few. You turn and strike the New Year's chime. We owe our lives to you. These darkest days of winter, we miss your warming rays. But every year, this hemisphere returns to brighter days. Since olden days, the human race has feared your warmth would die. The evergreen is ever seen as hope. We will survive. Oh, ancient drums, stop beating and superstitions fall. It's time for reason's greetings, for peace, goodwill to all. So it is that time of year, the one and only time of year when I use profanity. if you know me, I don't swear, don't cuss much. Maybe I should. I read a story that said people who use profanity are smarter. And so there's a lot of smart people in this room, right? But I'm going to perform, I think I'm going to perform the YouTube version or the PG version of the South Park song, I have to say it this way, Merry Frickin' Christmas. I heard there is no Christmas in the silly Middle East. No trees, no snow, no Santa Claus. They have different religious beliefs. They believe in Muhammad and not in our holiday. And so every December I go to the Middle East and say, hey there, Mr. Muslim, Merry frickin' Christmas. Put down that book, the Quran, and here's some holiday wishes. In case you haven't noticed, it's Jesus' birthday, so get off your heathen Muslim ass and frickin' celebrate. There is no holiday season in India, I've heard. They don't hang up their stockings, and that is just absurd. They've never read a Christmas story. They don't know what Rudolph is all about. And that's why every December I'll go to India and shout, hey there, Mr. Hinduist, Merry frickin' Christmas. Drink eggnog and eat some beef and pass it to the missus. In case you haven't noticed, it's Jesus' birthday, so get off your heathen Hindu ass and frickin' celebrate. Now I've heard that in Japan, everyone just lives in sin. They pray to several gods, and they put needles in their skin. On December the 25th, all they do is eat a cake. And that's why I go to Japan and walk around and say, hey there, Mr. Shintoist, Merry frickin' Christmas. God is gonna kick your ass, you infidelic pagan scum. In case you haven't noticed, there's festive things to do, so let's all rejoice for Jesus and Merry frickin' Christmas to you. On Christmas Day, I travel around the world and say, Taoists, Christians, Buddhists, and all you atheists too, Merry frackin' Christmas to you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Krisin Lems.
So you chose fracking. At dinner last night, we had a long discussion about what word he should put in the last verse. Uh-huh. And I voted for fracking, so thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. What a happy crowd. It is so great to be here. What a relief. What a relief. Oh, thank you for being who you are. And thank you, FFRF, for being who you are and being so loving and inclusive and sensible. Love it. Dan, shall we start with the Solstice song in D minor?
Oh, in D minor, okay.
Yeah, I'm singing it, and
Okay.
you're just playing those chords.
I'm going to fake.
Well, yeah, I wrote this song some time ago, and it is on my new album, new meaning 10 years ago. And it's called, I used to call it Solstice Solace, but no, it isn't. It's the great turning of the days, which is coming very soon. So Solstice, Carol, dare we say? Here we go.
I hope I get these chords right.
That's it. This is the time of year for gathering together. We can brave the longest night and all the wintry weather. Longest night we fear you not, for we have kept our hearthstones hot. You can sing this. This is the time of year for gathering together. Winter with its icy breath has thrown its spell upon us. All the ducks and geese have left, and ice and snow surround us. But tonight the balance shifts back toward life and all its gifts. This is the time of year for gathering together. Force of darkness, force of light, you shall no longer lead us. Rattle the windows, steal the light, but you shall not defeat us. You wrestled us right to the ground, but we will win the coming round. This is the time of year for gathering together. So raise your glass and raise your voice in fellowship and courage. Against the cold, against the odds, our lasting lives will flourish. For we are all brave women and men, and like the sun will rise again. This is the time of year for gathering once more. This is the time of year for gathering together. Very nice. I'd like to think of it as kind of wrestling. You wrestled us right to the ground, but we will win the coming round. And, you know, the metaphor extends to our current situation, right? A lot. Oh, yeah, you're at the piano, so we're going to do the piano ones. All right.
Well, I can wait for you. You can go ahead with...
What was the first piano one? Digga-Duncan?
We can do that.
All right. We had a very long rehearsal. It was at least 15 minutes. I had no idea that I was also a folklorist by introducing this song to Annie Laurie and Dan. I'm so glad. It's really, really great song, an important song. And the original is in German, but we'll just use Die Gedanken. My thoughts are free. Die Gedanken sind frei, my thoughts freely flower.
Die Gedanken sind frei, my thoughts give me power.
No scholar can map them,
No hunter can trap them,
no person can deny. Die Gedanken sind frei, no person can deny. Die Gedanken sind frei. I think as I please, and this gives me pleasure. My conscience decrees, this right I must treasure.
my thoughts will not cater to duke or dictator. No person can deny.
Die Gedanken sind frei, no person can deny. Die Gedanken sind frei. Take it, Dan. And should tyrants take me and throw me in prison, my thoughts will burst free like blossoms in season.
Foundations will crumble and structures will tumble, but free people shall cry, Die Gedanken sind frei. And free people shall cry, Die Gedanken sind frei.
Oh, that gave me goosebumps. Another song we're going to do together with both instruments and both voices is a song written by Joe Hill. You probably know Joe Hill as I Dreamed I Saw, sung by Joan Baez. He was a terrific songwriter and freethinker as well. And he wrote a song called The Preacher and the Slave. And it's kind of a country song and a lot of fun. And you can sing it with us. You will eat by and by, and every verse that comes around, you're going to shout out, "That's a lie," until the last verse, where you're going to yell, "That's no lie," okay? What key? I forgot.
Key of E.
All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Long-haired preachers come out every night, try to tell you what's wrong and what's right. And when asked about something to eat, they will answer in voices so sweet. You will eat.
You will eat.
By and by.
By and by.
In that glorious land in the sky. Work and pray.
Work and pray.
Live on hay.
Live on hay.
You'll get pie in the sky when you die.
That's a lie.
You got it. You are a great chorus.
Oh, the Starvation Army, they play. And they sing and they clap and they pray.
How they pray.
Till they get all your coin on the drum. Then they'll tell you when you were on the bum.
What will they say? You will eat.
You will eat.
By and by.
By and by.
In that glorious land in the sky. Work and pray.
Work and pray.
Live on hay.
Live on hay.
You'll get pie in the sky when you die.
That's a lie.
All right. And if you fight hard for children and wife, try to get something good in this life. You're a sinner and bad man, they tell. When you die, you will sure go to hell. You will eat.
You will eat.
By and by.
By and by.
In that glorious land in the sky. In the sky. Work and pray.
Work and pray.
Live on hay.
Live on hay.
You'll get pie in the sky when you die. All right.
Holy rollers and jumpers come out. And how they holler, how they jump, and how they shout. Give your money to Jesus, they say.
And they do.
They will cure all diseases today.
You will eat. By and by.
By and by.
In that glorious land in the sky. Work and pray.
Work and pray.
Live on hay.
Live on hay.
You'll get pie in the sky when you die.
That's a lie.
Working folks of all countries unite. Side by side, we for freedom will fight. You can clap, that's fine. When the world and the wealth we have gained. To the grafters we'll sing this refrain. You will eat,
You will eat
by and by.
by and by when you've learned how to cook and to fry.
Chop some wood
Chop some wood
to do you good,
to do you good,
and you'll eat in the sweet by and by. That's no lie. Yeah, you are quick studies, I'll tell you. Yeah, I love that when you learn how to cook and to fry. Yeah, one of these years I'll learn how to cook. Not yet, though. Thank you. I think we got one more together. What is it?
Is it Malvina Reynolds?
Yes, yes. Malvina. Malvina Reynolds was a friend of mine. I have a little stack of handwritten letters from her that I cherish. I met her at the National Women's Music Festival, something which I founded 50 years ago this year. Woo! Yeah, it's still there. And
When you
then
were 12 years old? Is that right?
don't I wish? But yeah, it's a real accomplishment that the festival is still around. I'm so very proud. We started it at University of Illinois when I was a brand new graduate student there, age 22, and we were so smart because we formed a student group. And I was the president, a girlfriend of mine was the treasurer. We lost $7,000 the first year, so she was not too happy with her role. But, by doing it on a campus, we were able to get all the free space and also a free dorm space. So it was a smarter move than we realized. But Malvina came there, and then later on I got to know her better, and I did actually accompany her for several Midwestern gigs. She passed away in '78, much too young, and I'm still very sad about it. She wrote, what song did she write? Little Boxes, yeah. She wrote Little Boxes, one of the few songwriters that introduced a word to the English language, and what was it? Ticky-tacky. Ticky-tacky, I think, is in the dictionary, or maybe it's gone by now, who knows. But she was looking at all those planned communities, all the houses made of ticky-tacky. But anyway, the one we're going to sing now is This World, This World, This World. And it's a beautiful kind of closure for the kind of we all die. and she had the right attitude toward it. I guess I probably hope it's sung for me in my demise. So, what key do we do it in?
That's A, is it?
Is it? All right, if you say so. Oh yeah, I don't play on this one. All right.
Just give me a tempo and we'll go with it. All right.
Malvina was very proud of living at 2025 Parker Street, and she always included it in her songs. Baby, I ain't afraid to die. I just hate to say goodbye to this world, this world, this world. This old world is mean and cruel, but still I love it like a fool. This world, this world, this world. I'd rather go to the corner store than sing Hosanna on that golden shore. I'd rather live on Parker Street than hang around where the angels meet. This old world is all I know. It's dust to dust when I have to go from this world, this world, this world. Somebody else will take my place. Some other hands, some other face, some other eyes will look around and find the things I never found. Don't weep for me when I am gone. Just keep this old world rolling on. This world, this world, this world. I'd rather live on Parker Street than hang around where the angels meet. So I write a lot of topical songs, as Annie Laurie mentioned. I've been through different phases, feminist anthems, a lot of stuff. But then I also write a kind of, how would you call them? Try to unlax a little bit. So this song I'm going to sing to you is on my 5th, 6th album. You can only find it online. It's called Think About Nothing. Everyone needs to think about nothing. All right. And the chorus is very singable, so please join me. The chorus goes like this. Everyone needs to think about nothing. Clear out the stuffing now and again. Everyone needs to empty their mind out so they can find out what life is for them. Want to try that with me? I love clear out the stuffing. We're all kind of plush toys at heart. Everyone needs to think about nothing. Clear out the stuffing now and again. Everyone needs to empty their mind out so they can find out what life is for them. Tell me if this hasn't happened to you somewhere at your workplace. She was fixed at her desk, staring straight at the screen, and her co-workers wondered, just what is she seeing? So they crept up behind her. What did they come upon? They found her computer had not been turned on. She said, everyone needs to think about nothing. Clear out the stuffing now and again. Everyone needs to empty their mind out so they can find out what life is for them. Maybe you'll recognize this dude. The algebra final was 12 pages long. You'd repeat the whole course if you got 20 wrong. All the students were sweating and trying their best. But one boy named Albert turned in a blank test and said, everyone needs to think about nothing. Clear out the stuffing now and again. Everyone needs to empty their mind out so they can find out what life is for them. The couple was sitting and planning the day that their lives would be joined in a more formal way, till one stared out in space and got taciturn too. The other said, don't you love me? You know that I do, but everyone needs to think about nothing. Clear out the stuffing now and again. Everyone empty their mind out so they can find out what life is for them. Oh man, you can sing that without me now. That's beautiful. Let's see. The photographers gathered with cameras and lights. All the reporters were there. 'Twas a glorious sight. And up stepped the leaders of all of the lands. They said not a word, smiled and threw up their hands. Kind of sounds like that guy who was dancing for a half hour and said, everyone needs to think about nothing. Clear out the stuffing now and again. Everyone needs to empty their mind out so they can find out what life is for them. So they can find out what life is for them. Yeah, they said not a word, smiled, and threw up their hands. It reminds me too much of the current occupant of the White House. I'm not sure about that. So I did write a song recently, which you can't find on any of my albums, but I entered it in the Tiny Desk contest, you know, the NPR. It didn't even get to the finals, but it was fun to put it together. And I believe it. I believe this song. I wrote it on the eve of the inauguration of the current occupant. So I was trying to get myself ready for these years that we're in. And there's a part for you to sing. The song is called Anyway. Do it anyway, right? I sing it very rarely, so this is a thrill. Thank you. Yeah. If your phone's at home, so your steps don't count, but you need to be active in a daily amount, walk anyway, right? Walk anyway. If your friend goes silent, but you love them still, they might be sad, they might be ill, phone anyway, call anyway. Listen to your heart, do what you need, give it some sun, water that seed. It might be hard, but that's agreed, but do it anyway. One thing you know, if you don't try, things won't get better as the time goes by. Life's sometimes low and sometimes high, do it anyway. You can sing Do It Anyway in every verse. You want to be generous, but no one knows. You can't claim it, that's how it goes. Give anyway. Give anyway. And you write a song that no one reads, but writing that poem, it gives you ease. Write anyway. Write anyway. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart, do what you need, give it some sun, water that seed. It might be hard, and that's agreed, but do it anyway. One thing you know, if you don't try, things won't get better as the time goes by. Life's sometimes low and sometimes high, do it anyway, yeah. And if you think that your vote don't matter at all, the rich call the shots, the righteous fall. Vote anyway. Vote anyway. And you love to dance, but no one's around to share your joy in the happy sound. Dance anyway. Have you ever done that? Dance anyway. Listen to your heart, do what you need. Give it some sun, water that seed. It might be hard, and that's agreed, but do it anyway. One thing's for sure, if you don't try, things won't get better as the time goes by. Life's sometimes low and sometimes high. Do it anyway. There's a song of peace almost no one sings. Let it fly up high, give the words some wings. Sing anyway, sing anyway. And if the world's gone crazy, seems no one cares, don't stop living, your life's still there. Live anyway, love anyway. Listen to your heart, do what you need. Give it some sun, water that seed. It might be hard, and that's agreed, but do it anyway. One thing's for sure, if you don't try, things won't get better as the time goes by. Life's sometimes low and sometimes high. Do it anyway. Life's sometimes low and sometimes high. Once more. Life's sometimes low and sometimes high. Do it anyway. Well, it just so happens that my great-grandmother was one of the Hull House children. She was one of the children who came to Hull House for everything, for meals, money, sometimes books. Jane Addams gave a lot of books to kids. And as I learned about my family's history and the fact that Jane Addams was like a household idol to us, I have a signed photograph of Jane Addams that was given to my great-grandmother. I decided that I better do something about it, so I wrote a musical. And I'm trying to get it produced. It's called St. Jane and the Wicked Wicks. Well, you can guess who the Wicked Wicks are. My family. And then St. Jane was this very lionized Jane Addams, who was just a woman, but an amazing woman, and by the way, a free thinker. If you read 20 Years at Hull House, you read about the fact that people were trying to claim her as their religion, and she would always politely refuse. She just didn't want to be affiliated with any formal religion, but she lived a life of great integrity. So can you see me over there? Sorry about that. Hi. So one of the things I explored as I was writing this musical was the fact that society women wanted to have more of a life than they had been allowed in the 19th century, where they're just a supportive woman behind the great man, that kind of thing. Women were getting education and wanted to have careers of their own. So Hull House attracted thousands of educated women who wanted to make a difference. And the university where I teach started out as the National Kindergarten College, which was an offshoot of Hull House. Women who didn't want to just sit around and, be ornaments anymore. But Jane went a little too far for some of them. And this song is imagining the conversations that some of these society women had with Jane when they supported her, but only up to a point. So it's called Why Don't You Be a Lady, Lady Jane. Why don't you be a lady, Lady Jane? You're from a lovely family, it's a shame. You should have become a mother, isn't it plain? Your sacrifice is nobody's gain. Well, for a while you had something going, and your support was growing. You even took urchins off the street. But now your behavior's far-fetched. You even collect the garbage. Catholic and Jew, anarchist too. You've got a motley crew. Why don't you be a lady, Lady Jane? Seeing you in this squalor brings me pain. You could have become a mother, isn't it plain? Your sacrifice is nobody's gain. Once you said grace at table, now it's a different label. You even take girls who lived in sin. You fraternize with the hired hand and every union firebrand. The neighborhood's rough, the kids are too tough. Haven't you had enough? Why don't you be a lady, Lady Jane? You're from a lovely family, it's a shame. You should have become a mother, isn't it plain? Your sacrifice is nobody's gain. Thank you, thank you. So, Dan, we were going to do Days of the Theocracy together, but since you're down there and I'm up here, I might as well do it myself. I should tell you I wrote the song in 1979, and it was supposed to be quaint and out of date. First they fight abortion, birth control is next. Then comes sex if you're not married. Finally, out goes sex. Put the prayers back in the schools, install parochiate, allow for corporal punishment, and then you got it made. We're going back to the good old days when men were really men and women knew their place. Back a couple of centuries, and welcome back the days of the theocracy. The family is so holy, there must be no divorce. And if a wife is not content, she must adjust, of course. And if he's forced to beat her, it's all for her own good. She must know what her limits are, as any woman should. We're going back to the good old days when men were really men and women knew their place. Back a couple of centuries, and welcome back the days of the theocracy. The next to go is daycare. It's all a commie plot. What could be more fulfilling than a child, wanted or not? A woman's world is housework. God wanted it that way. A salary job degrades her since she never works for pay. We're going back to the good old days when men were really men and women knew their place below. Back a couple of centuries, and welcome back the days of the theocracy. They teach us women's lot is love, honor, and obey. And while their crusty notions seem like jokes to us today, they're sitting in the Capitol, they're voting on our lives. If we don't stop them now, our freedom will not long survive. No, going back to the bad old days when men were really masters and women were their slaves. Let's go ahead for future centuries and build a world that's based on true democracy, and build a world that's based on true equality. A person. 1979. Yeah. Actually, I even wrote another verse for it because it's gone even farther than that, right? The vote. I mean, you know. Yeah, we couldn't even imagine. All right. So let's see. Oh yeah, let's sing this happy French song. It's mostly in English, but vive l'amour and vive la compagnie. Long live love and long live everybody here. Let every good person here join in the song. Vive la compagnie. Success to each other and pass it along. Vive la compagnie. Vive l'amour, vive l'amour, vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive l'amour, vive l'amour, vive la compagnie. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive l'amour, vive l'amour, vive la compagnie. A friend on your left and a friend on your right. Vive la compagnie. In love and good fellowship let us unite. Vive la compagnie, chantez. Vive l'amour, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive l'amour, vive l'amour. Vive la compagnie, encore. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive l'amour, vive l'amour. Vive la compagnie. Now larger and larger our circle expands. Vive la compagnie. We reach out to others in faraway lands. Vive la compagnie. Vive l'amour, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive l'amour, vive l'amour. Vive la compagnie. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive l'amour, vive l'amour. Vive la compagnie. Let every good person here join in the song. Vive la compagnie. Success to each other's and pass it along. Vive la compagnie. Vive l'amour, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive l'amour, vive l'amour. Vive la compagnie once more. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive l'amour, vive l'amour. Vive la compagnie. All right. Thank you so much. It's just wonderful to be here. I do want to tell you that I have a product. I have a couple of products there. My children's CD and book were produced by Dan Barker. Yes. And they're magnificent. But this is like when our kids were very young. And Dan said, well, what I like to do for children's recordings is use children's musical instruments. And you had all these little tiny toy pianos and stuff, and it's just so charming. Yeah. So yeah, if there's a youngin' in your life for Solstice, it's called sharing book and CD. All right. Thank you very, very much for having me. And now we're going to end with our customary closing song.
Because this Sunday is not only the winter solstice, it's actually the New Year's. It's the astronomical New Year starting on Sunday. So let's sing the Bobby Burns song, Auld Lang Syne. Key of D, right?
Okay, yeah.
You don't have to know all the verses. We'll do maybe 2 of them here.
You can also hold hands if you want. I don't know, whatever, on this final song. Yeah.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot in days of auld lang syne? For auld lang syne, my dear, for auld lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for auld lang syne. And surely you will buy your cup, and surely
Dan,
We two who've paddled in the stream from morning sun till night. The seas between us roared and swelled since the days of old Lang Syne. Last time, old Lang Syne, my dear, for old Lang Syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for old Lang Syne. Thank you.
All right. One more huge round of applause for Dan Barker. Thank you so much. Well, on behalf of all of FFRF, thank you all for attending today, our members and also our very hardworking staff. You may have noticed that there are 3 huge cameras in the room. They're kind of hard to miss. And we wanted to announce that this is our first live stream on FFRF's new TV app called Free Thought TV. So you can, thank you. So you can find that app on any smart TV by searching Free Thought TV, and future events and programs and shows will be live streamed right on there. So please check that out. Secondly, a reminder that though Kristen has what Gen Z would call some slightly retro CDs over there, she also accepts Venmo and Zelle, new forms of payment too. So please check those out on your way out. Thirdly, we do have an abundance of food left over. Please feel free to take some home with you. We have paper plates and then tin foil there. We have lots of solstice cookies, local sandwiches, etc. So help yourself. And lastly, please don't forget to leave your umbrella if you brought one. We did collect a few that were not ours. We love the solstice gifts, but we'd want you to stay warm and dry, so please take those home with you on your way out. And again, it is such a pleasure to see our members here in person. And at this time of darkness, we hope that this event and our work will bring a little bit of light and love into your life this winter solstice. Thank you very much.